Welcome to the Southwest Barrels Report, coming to you from the Positivity Posse Corral. We promise to bring you news that is fun, uplifting, and spread good news throughout the barrel racing community. We will also be giving you updates on upcoming races so you can plan your next great winning run. This show is brought to you by SouthwestBarrels.com, your home for everything barrel racing. Now here's your host, Vinny O'Hare. You know, that guy from New York City that took like 1 million photos of barrel racing last year while battling dehydration and sunburn? Take it away, Vinny.
Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, whenever you're listening to this. Wow, I totally botched that, but that's okay. This is a no-frills podcast, so we're allowed to mess things up from time to time. So, not much really happening this week, so I figured I'd just come in and do a little recap. I had a new introduction made because I hated the way my voice sounded, and I was going to have one of the barrel racers do it for me, and then I was like, yeah, because I really wanted a female voice, since we are female-oriented listeners, with something like 90% to like 2% male, which I don't know what the other 8% is, but not my job to figure that out. Just looking at the stats drives you crazy. So, so I had Debbie record the audio for me. When I told her I wanted a female voice, she was like, hello, I'm a female. I think I can do this. So that's the new intro. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll probably have that one around for a while. Last week I went out to a barrel race out on Long Island, and it was a little bit different than what we're used to. There isn't too many barrel races in New York City, so if you're having a barrel race 50 miles away, give me a holler, shout out, I'll come out and check it out. Maybe do your photography for you or live stream it or something. So what's different about the barrel races on Long Island, it was a really hot and humid day, and I think it's par for the course. They had a horse, I think the second one out, that ended up, they had a timer malfunction or something of that nature, and they immediately moved the horse to run last. They actually asked if they were going to actually run the horse again because of the humidity and the heat that day. I'm not sure what it is, but I know the horses were breathing a lot heavier than I normally see out in Arizona. So, and it seems like they run harder. And to me, it seemed like the horses were even a little bit bigger. It was like big old lugging is the word I want to use. I don't know. It seemed like they were working harder. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Who knows? But it was a little weird going to a barrel race not knowing anybody. That doesn't happen to me very often. And I don't know. It was good to see barrel racing. I love the arena. The arena had a nice old wood railing that was really, really nice. Really good for photography. It provided a nice little background, and I was able to put clamps on there and stuff like that. So I really wish we had an old arena with wood fencing. It's really good for the photography part. So that was about it. It was about 40 miles out on the island, I guess, away from me. And I had to take like 6 highways. It was not the usual relaxing drive on the 10 up from Tucson to Queen Creek that I'm used to. Straight run. I had to keep getting off highways and on highways and off highways. And I had a state trooper pull out right out of nowhere. He came out of the weeds and pulled out right in front of me when I was doing about 55, 60 miles an hour. So that was interesting. Annabelle's brakes got a little test that day, but luckily she worked above. So this week we have a couple of events. If you're listening to this on Friday, you should be getting your butt out to Schultz Arena because they have a little pop-up race that's happening. Came about the last minute when they realized that nobody was having a barrel race on 4th of July, and the barrel racers were looking for a barrel race. So they decided to put one on. Good for them. So that's tonight out at Schultz Arena, July 5th. And let's see what else we got going on this weekend. We got Missionview, Gymkhana happening on Saturday night. That's also at Schultz Arena. The books open at 5 o'clock. The barrel time onlys are from 5 to 6:30. The 4D barrels start at 7 o'clock, and then the Gymkhana right after at 7:30. So that's something to do on Saturday. Would probably be a nice. Well, it's too long of a gap. I was going to say you can go out there Friday night, spend a night, and then do Saturday, but I don't know. Maybe some people will do that. Upcoming this week on Wednesday night, there's a jackpot in Marana at Marana Heritage Arena. That's normally held on the first Wednesday of the month, but since this Wednesday, the first Wednesday of a month was 4th of July week, they decided to make it into the second. So that's good. That's always a blast to have. I miss doing those Wednesday night jackpots. So some news. We are going to have our own barrel racing forum. And I was going to put it on Southwest Barrels and, / forum. And then I decided, I think this project needs a whole new name. So after racking my brain for about 24 hours, I went and finally found a domain name that I like. And then I purchased software for like $300. And it's going to cost me another $175 to get an app made so that people have it on their phones. That'll probably be in a couple weeks after I get the forum up and running. So I want you guys to help me out and share it when you see it finally go live and sign up and register for it. The reason why I did this is, part one, of my own selfish reasons. When I go live on Facebook, they shut me down because of the background music a lot of the times, and I'll get copyright notices and violations and all kinds of crazy stuff happening. Huey Lewis's lawyer actually sent a cease and desist letter to my house, which is really, really strange. You'd think he would have nothing else better to do, than to protect 13 Seconds of Power of Love from 1986. So anyway, enough ranting about Huey Lewis. So I'm noticing on Facebook that people are trying to place their horses for sale. And of course, Facebook pulls that down because you're not allowed to sell horses on Facebook. You're not allowed to sell any animal on Facebook, actually. I think it's more they're worried about kill shelters and stuff like that than anything else. But we're going to have a thing for horses for sale. We're going to have probably some barrel racing, a tip section. I can see a whole bunch of things coming out of this, actually. I'm always fascinated by the campers, the campers, the trailers and stuff at the race. And I think we're going to have a section on that. I see a lot of people customizing their fifth wheels and their horse trailers. So the living quarters and stuff. So I want to have a little section on that. Like I said, the videos, horses for sale. I just want to have a place that's ours, where we don't have to worry about these stupid Facebook rules. So I could put a Facebook sign-up registration on the thing and have you sign in that way, but I think we're just going to go old-fashioned and email and password. I think that's what's going to be. And I'm going to find a way to, when you guys have your runs on your phones and you lose your phone, all of a sudden you lose all your runs. So I want to have a place that we can actually upload runs to. This way, at least you have a backup copy, or I'd be able to go grab it and send it back to you, or something like that. That's me always being helpful. I do have the capability right now with the Southwest Barrels photo site that I can store up to 3 minutes of runs. So, like you guys that have done the $20 package with me, odds are I'm filming your run too, because I am an overachiever and I got nothing else better to do. And I'm putting those runs on the SmugMug part of the photo site. The photo site's run by smugmug.com. And I'm able to store it. So, like, if you had a run and you lost your phone and all of a sudden, boom, I can replace all your photos. It actually happened with one of the riders a couple weeks ago, and I was like, here, log into your SmugMug thing. Actually, she could log into her app and download all the photos that I've ever taken of her runs. So, since we switched from the Dropbox, and actually I could send the Dropbox link too, and you end up having all your photos that you've done. So, that's just the advantage of the $20 package, which I'm probably going to end up changing when I come back to Arizona. It'll just be a little different. Nothing to write home about. So the URL for the website is going to be barrelhorseforum.com. I am a little bit shocked that I was able to get that. So that's a good thing. There's nothing on the site right now. And I figure in about 4 or 5 days, it'll be ready to be shared. So I'll drop a link into the Southwest Barrels Facebook page and into the group, and that's it. We already have a Facebook page for barrelhorseforum.com. I figure I needed to do that just so I can do Facebook ads later on to build membership up. But I'm going to need you guys to share it a lot, because I'm not friends with a lot of barrel racers, and you guys are friends with each other. So by you guys sharing it, it really, really helps me out. It's the same thing with the photos. I stand here and take the photos for hours and hours at a time, and I share them, and I never see if the riders actually see them because I don't know if they're sharing them or not. So when you see me post photos, do the same. I appreciate the ones that are sharing it right now already. Thank you. You guys are all stars. Another thing that's happening, it's actually just got delivered, is I got a platypod delivered. A platypod is something that it replaces the tripod, actually. And it's a little small piece of titanium that a tripod ball head goes on, and then a camera goes on top of that. And I can do things like strap it to the fence, and instead of having the tripod legs in the arena, or I could put it on the ground, like right behind the fence, and shoot up in the air, which is going to make amazing third barrel shots. I haven't decided if I'm going to use my backup camera yet for the third barrel, and every time I press the remote on my camera, that camera also fires, so it'll be firing a lot of blank shots. But that's a quick, easy delete in Facebook and just save the ones where the horse is actually in the picture. The horse and rider are actually in the picture. So, or I could also put the live stream there and put it down on the ground, and you guys could see amazing shots going around the third barrel, or maybe the second barrel, or maybe both. Who knows? But I'm going to reverse engineer this thing and probably make my own, because it's just a simple titanium plate and screw to hold the tripod head. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a nice different angle. It's kind of funny that I'm not shooting barrel races at the moment, but yet I'm buying stuff to shoot barrel races. I don't know. I guess I'm hooked on this. So that's it for this week. I hope everybody had a safe and 4th of July and fun, and good luck to all running this weekend at Schultz or at the Gymkhana or Wednesday night at Marana. I'll be looking forward to seeing your videos. Thank you.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.